Hello everyone, in this video I have managed to purchase some G.I. Joe and DC Lego custom figures. So I'll start off with the first one. They come in nice little bags which came off the owner. This one is a DC Comics Power Girl. The costume is very good, very Power Girl, as any fans will know. A very nice figure. I'll put the main event up in a minute. We'll have Power Girl there. So the first G.I. Joe figure I have is Firefly. This is the classic G.I. Joe Firefly. He comes with a machine gun. He comes with his classic camo, his classic balaclava, and the backpack, which the figure came with. Doesn't come with a radio, but you could modify that. Right, we have Firefly. He has very nice cobra detailing on his arms. I'll try and get that in as best I can. Don't know if we can see it. I'll just try and zoom it in a bit. There we go. He has the Cobra logo on his arm. He has the backpack, the machine gun. The face looks very scary and intimidating. It has the both grenades, the belt. It is classic Firefly. Next figure we have is Snowjob. He is the G.I. Joe. He was the original G.I. Joe Arctic Man. This figure doesn't come with any skis, unfortunately, but I'm quite sure you could grab some. But it does have the ski hood, the actual outfit, which is quite authentic. What looks like it could be a black AK-47, which I'm not exactly sure what it came with, but I'm quite sure he is proficient with it. As you can see, he definitely looks the part. Any G.I. Joe fans will know he looks the part. And there is our G.I. Joe Arctic, the original G.I. Joe Arctic Specialist. A very nice figure indeed. Very authentic. We'll stick him here. Next one is a G.I. Joe favourite. Everybody knows him. He was played by Ray Parks in the G.I. Joe film. So anyone who hasn't guessed yet will know in a minute. A G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. Right, I'm going to have to show you the arms first. The arms, they have his Ninja Clan logo on his arms rather than the G.I. Joe one. He has his row of grenades, he has his visor. He just has they even put little pockets on the side of his combats, which is really cool. He comes with a sword and an Uzi. I think that's an Uzi, but irrespective, Snake Eyes and a small submachine gun is really cool anyway. And here we have Snake Eyes. He doesn't come with timber, unfortunately, but I'm quite sure there's a variation out there. There he is with his sword and his Uzi. And there we have his sword. They have a Deadpool style sword holder on his back, so he can go there. So just when he's not fighting his sword brother Storm Shadow. A very nice figure indeed. Right, we'll put that one down there. Next one, we have one of the all-time classics. I believe we have one of my old favourites next, Mutt and Junkyard. So we have this. Mutt is the G.I. Joe dog handler. The helmet looks like it's come from the actual Pod Fighter. It's a Pod Fighter helmet in black with the visor. You've got Mutt in his original gear. He comes with his visor. He has a dog, and his dog has a harness. Not quite the original Junkyard, but still, it would probably go better with Law and Order rather than which was the second dog handler the Joes had. But it's a very good figure nonetheless. For any G.I. Joe fans would agree. It doesn't have the pistol on the side, and it doesn't come with a gun. But you can still he's got his dog, his faithful dog. And apparently, Mutt in the comic likes animals more than he likes people. So there we go, another very nice figure. I'll put him next to. I seem to have found a spare arm in that hand in that bag, so someone could be missing a hand, which is nice and handy. I was promised a free gift anyway, so. Next one we have is Wild Bill. He is the G.I. Joe's. He was the first G.I. Joe's first helicopter, proper helicopter pilot, introduced in the early series. Used to fly the Dragonfly. I have a spare hand in here as well, so another free gift. He comes with a couple of pistols, and apparently he likes, in the UK version of what Wild Bill actually liked country music as well. Hence the actual look and the 6-shooters. So just bear with me. I'll show you the figure. We have the classic G.I. Joe Wild Bill. He was the original helicopter pilot for the Joes, or Action Force, as some of the British people would have known him. He has the sunglasses, the hat. It's generally quite a cool figure, really. Right, we'll stick him here. Next we have Snake Eyes' sometimes sword brother. One of the more complex parts of the G.I. Joe universe. Right, he has two swords, which I'm going to stick in the back. Now, before I stick them in the back, I will actually show you. That is the detailing on the body. That is the detailing on the face. It does have the Cobra. He's currently in Cobra mode. It'd be very nice to get an urban camo Storm Shadow, because that is in my opinion, one of the coolest variations of him. He comes with a couple of swords and a couple of sais, which is quite a nice effect. I'm not sure if the sais go into the holders, but we'll try and find out now. No time like the present, as they say. No, they don't. So Storm Shadow has his swords in there. Oh God. Bit tight, but very. He has his swords, his sais. Probably take. These are. I'm not sure where they come from, but these are custom figures. They're not official Lego figures, but seeing as that these are a bit of a passion of mine, and I thought I'd like to share them with everybody. I have the last one, who is Serpentor, he was a cloned warrior created by Dr. Mindbender in the comic. Ooh. He has two capes. Unfortunately, they seem to put a very imperial cape on him. This version of Serpent, he was Cobra leader at one point when they had a civil war in the comics, which was a very long time ago, and G.I. Joe fans will know this. So I do apologise. If you wish to look any of this information up, you can actually pick up, if you pick up a G.I. Joe, if you can pick up a classic G.I. Joe graphic novel or some comics somewhere, they are a very good read. Not always uber realistic to military standards, but they are very good. So that is Serpentor, the cloned leader of Cobra, made of 12 warriors' personalities, one of which happened to be Storm Shadow, which is that's a long story when the Baroness shot him, but if you need to know any more on that, I might cover that in another video at some point, or if you just go online and find it. He also comes with another cape as well, which looks a bit more his style. But these are very good figures. I picked these up on eBay, and that's my custom G.I. Joe figures and DC Comics figures. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to like, subscribe, any feedback is welcome, and thank you for your time. I hope to see you in my next video.